Hello, folks. What's going on here, man? We're back. We're in the best time of football ever. Bill O'Brien is GM, plus he's a head coach. The Jaguars are tanking indefinitely. The best looking teams I've seen so far is probably the Cowboys, Eagles, still the Chiefs, Ravens. I want to compliment the Cardinals for the pretty much getting the luckiest trade probably in franchise in league history. Over a rookie, I think he did get undrafted rookie got in trouble for bringing a chick into the bubble where they were training, and he got cut and then got cut. So I think it's nearly cut day. Mike Glennon and Josh Dobbs have just been released from the Jacksonville Jaguars for only Lutton over the backup position over Gardner Minshew and a major four-year, $160 million extension on, of course, All-Pro quarterback Deshaun Watson. Do I think he deserves it? Perhaps. I think that unless he's that much of a game changer, I wouldn't disagree. Obviously, he's been one of the better quarterbacks in recent memory for the Houston Texans. Amazing mobility. He seems to have decent chemistry off the field. He did touch Mia Khalifa. That's always a positive. I mean, other black men touched Mia Khalifa, but that's a positive either way. Runs off the field. He has had a few. He had more freaking playoff appearances than Matt Schaub, and that's much I can say for him and what he did for Andre Johnson. Don't know what they're gonna do right now, but right now is a. If you need to bring that back somehow, now all we need to do is just trade away J.J. Watt for like a whole box of Snickers, like a whole box of Snickers, and another 15-round pick. Let's just ruin the. Wait, let's help. No, let's not help the Jaguars. That means they don't have to tank. We just need to trade everybody. This is what the Jaguars are thinking. We have to trade everybody of value. We are tanking for the future. We are doing the Sam Hinkie strategy, guys. This is obviously gonna work. This is obviously gonna work. And you have AJ Boye just in the mirror, out the window, just telling him to just stop it right now. Because AJ Boye, he was traded recently. Now I think he was a free agent over the time. I already went over that. He went over to the Denver Broncos. Crazy stuff to happen. And I feel like it was a basic time to remove everything because of the consistent mediocrity, and it overcame off the overwhelming hype going into the 2017 season, and they fell off after fell off over the best player being a mid-round quarterback pick. The Seahawks seem to be, wow, Shaquem Griffin. Isn't this the one with the one hand? Or that's Shaquille. I know Shaquem Griffin. He was like having one of the best stories in NFL history. Or I think it was somebody else. They're twin brothers. If you don't remember, folks, uh, one of the Griffin brothers had an issue with his hand that he had to get it entirely amputated. So for a majority of his football life, he had to play literally one-handed. I think they tried to give him a prosthetic, but I think he only had that for normal tasks. He never played it for practice. Literally, he was getting interceptions with one hand and just rushing up the field. The edge rusher was released by the Seahawks by NFL Ins. Griffin has inspired countless fans over his story, overcoming the challenges associated with not having a left hand due to his birth defects. And yes, he has been released from the Seattle Seahawks. Well, it is cutting day, and over what we had, Adrian Peterson was also recently cut because overwhelming improving progress from the youth of the halfback core for the Washington football team. I still got to get used to that. I mean, I don't care if anybody calls them Seahawks, but I don't care. Shaquem only played 32, appeared in only 32 games, and only started one. He had only 16 combined tackles, and sadly enough, I wish he had more. Hopefully, he gets signed to a team that's been struggling to, subjugate the pass rush. I was thinking about the New Orleans Saints. I think that's also his hometown of Louisiana, so that would be cool. And plus, Jadeveon Clowney has been teased up to go either to Tennessee or New Orleans as well, because they, of course, have an issue rushing the passer. I don't mind their secondary per se. The only dumb thing they've done was thinking the best person to sign was Eli Apple to help with the secondary, even though he's been consistently beat. That's their fault. No one else's. Will I bring predictions over for the rest of the season? Hopefully so, because I want to, like, unless some dumb crap happens, I want to do predictions, I guess, for the season. I don't care if I get them wrong or right. This is just my overall opinion, how I feel about all 32 teams in the NFL. But, wow. I'm only concerned over the trades, because I understand especially some small league teams gotta figure out who in the hell they're supposedly supposed to sign. But if we look right now, oh boy, there will be no college football. So it's already a slippery slope if you even try to subjugate giving out a fourth round or a third round pick over for like a second string or at least an average starter. These are the recent signings recently. I mean, I don't particularly care. All I can know now is just Johnny Holton's now a Giant. I saw Drain Kirkpatrick in a training camp for the Arizona Cardinals. I didn't know he was particularly signed because he was teased to go to the Vikings after a terrible run, and he spent how long? Like 7 years? I think 7 years as a Bengal. And over that time, he's been mossed, stiff-armed, overly beat over coverage. Couldn't help unless he had double team over from even curl routes. And the defense for the freaking Bengals have been declining ever since they gave Dunlap and another defensive end 2 max deals over their contracts. This is already dumb enough as it seems. I already have to see like half of the new crappy jerseys that they didn't even cover, like the Atlanta Falcons or the LA Rams dumb uniforms. The only ones that I wanted to be changed is practically the New York Giants. Probably, I mean, they did do a decent job with the Cleveland Browns, the 75th New Jersey for the freaking Jacksonville Jaguars, or finally just change the Eagles uniforms. Or, I mean, just rebrand every NFL team at this point. Some teams I don't mind because of traditional reasons. That's why you don't see the Packers changing much, or the Bears, or the Bills. I feel like the Bills should get new uniforms because they are actually looking pretty good right now, especially over Stephon Diggs. So this is pretty big. Any other stuff going around, I am trying to figure that out. If you care about Darius Randall, he has been released. Brady Allo has been signed by the Cleveland Browns. And the player, and a lot of waving going on here because it is cut date is August. They have to go to a 50-man team. I mean, it is September now, so the regular season is going to start next week. Thank God. Whenever anything is crap in the world, just know football's there to bring it back. Unless they put Black Lives Matter on the field and they just ruin the entire like fun factor going into the NFL season. But that's besides the point. That's besides the point. All I know is football's gonna be back. I'm gonna be super excited, and everything's gonna be a-okay until they find a way to ruin it. The NFL finds a way to ruin it, man. You're just out the loop. Or else somebody's going to be probably some dickhead outside of freaking Facebook is going to do a 1 paragraph article on why the Seattle Seahawks are discriminating over the handicap because Shaquem Griffin was playing freaking football for most of his life with one hand. I mean, obviously you got to keep the better brother. And hopefully, Supreme Griffin, I am rooting for you. Hope you get signed, brother. But yeah, I'll try to update most of the cuts going on. because we all know right now that the Patriots have just uh, cut freaking Lamar Miller. If you don't remember him, I think he was starting for the Tennessee Titans over the last. I mean, no, not Tennessee. Houston Texans over the last like 3 seasons before they got Carlos Hyde. Mitchell Trubisky beats Nick Foles for the starting spot, and Adrian. And I already told you about Adrian Peterson. But yeah, these are most of the major stories. I'll try to update you more, but I wanted to make this as at least as short as I can muster. And thanks, I'm a bit of a chatterbox and trying to PG it for now. I'm not trying to waste as many time and make this up to a 15-minute video. But that's it coming from me. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to help my channel grow. I appreciate everybody for taking their time off to watch this. Thank you.
You like that? You like that?